Good morning, everyone. No, there are no birds this morning because it's been raining off and on. So the birds are not out yet, and they're calling for some more today. So before I get started, I want to go ahead and leave this message. I don't know why it was so hard in my heart. But some of you are a secret in somebody else's life, and you have settled in that position because your self-esteem is so low that you figure that a little bit of attention that that person gives you is all you need. I know that feeling. I've been down that road. I've been a secret in romantic relationships. I've been secret in family relationships. There were some family members that had friends that they knew for years that didn't even know I existed as a relative. Yeah, ain't that some shit? And the thing about it is, some of you already know that you're like condemning yourself. Some of you are condemning yourself because of something that happened or something that you did. So you figure any type of little bit of attention that you get from anybody, you consider that a blessing because you still beating yourself up over a situation that person ain't had nothing to do with, probably wasn't even a part of, weren't even around or anything like that, because your self-esteem has gotten so low because you're beating yourself up over that one thing. If you're not operating in that energy anymore because of that one mistake and your life is different and you have already made these changes because you went to the Creator about it, you've gotten the treatment, you've changed your ways and everything else, then why the hell are you sitting up here allowing people to breadcrumb you emotionally, breadcrumb you financially? Some of them don't even acknowledge your presence. Why is your self-esteem still low if it's over with? Is it really over with? And for some of you, you were programmed from when you were little that you were less than. It could be sibling comparison. It could be neglect from a parent. It could be a tragic event that you never received any type of counseling or anything to get over the trauma from. Your wiring was programmed a long time ago that you were less than. It could be religious reasons. Yeah, I said it. To make you think that you're less than. Because that's the way the family did it all these years. But you know something deep down in your spirit that programming was wrong and you've always had a problem with it. And the people in your family, the people around you that prescribe to that bullshit, they make you feel bad about it because you're questioning it. And they've been making you feel bad about it for years. So now that you're grown, even though that you're away from it and you have the freedom to worship any way that you want to worship, go where you want to go, you're still stuck in that mental prison to the point where your self-esteem is low and you get involved in these relationships and these partnerships with people who do absolutely nothing but keep you a secret. They sit up there and use you up, and you know this and you allow it because you feel that's all you deserve. I'm speaking from experience. I know that feeling. And because you carry that energy, the only people that's going to come to you, even though you pray to God, Jehovah, Allah, Yahweh, whatever you want to call Spirit, for a good person, it's not going to happen for you because you're putting off this energy that you are less than and that you are nothing but a secret. So the only people that you're going to draw are people who are going to treat you like something under a rock. And they'll sit there and charm you and think that you are the world. But when they get out in the world, when they're with you, you the world. But when they leave you and go out in the world, half the people in their world don't even know you exist. And see, that's what I want to talk about today, because see, if you're one of these people that's doing folks like that, your turn is coming. Trust and believe your turn is coming. I've spoken before about reciprocal energy, about the scientific method, about cause and effect. Cause and effect. See, you the cause of this person feeling bad, and the effect of that is somebody's going to make your ass feel bad. How about that? That's the scientific method in layman's terms for emotions. And I don't care how much you decide you want to give out of pocket and try to pay your way out of it, or how much time you try to volunteer and give your time away out of it. If you're still operating in that energy, treating people like that, your turn is going to come. Doesn't matter how much money you have, no matter how much you give away as far as time and resources, it doesn't matter, because if you're still treating people the same way, it's tit for tat in this bitch. Okay? And that's what people don't understand. They turn around and they do all this heinous shit to hurt people, and didn't turn around and try to overcompensate in other areas of their life, like finances and time and everything else. But they haven't addressed that one thing in order to avoid it, trying to circumvent karma. And I talked about that in previous videos. A video that I did said you can't bypass karma. And that's exactly what these people try to do. I see this shit every day. People I've known for years that have ignored and treated people like crap. All they had to do is just spend some time with them. All they had to do is just treat these people like human beings, and they didn't do it. So now that they're getting older, instead of trying to rectify their behavior and address that, they're doing all this other crazy shit. Oh, I'm going to make donations every month. Oh, I'm going to dedicate my time to this, that, and the other and volunteer. Oh, I'm going to do a mentor of another person. Oh, I'm going to give away my homes and cars. Oh, I'm going to produce this play and give the proceeds to this, that, and the other. Oh, I'm going to adopt 20 children. You're doing all this other shit thinking that it's going to cover up the fact that you did not address that one thing. Address that one thing right there, that right there. And then they're sitting up there wondering how come they have misfortune in those areas. How come shit keep falling apart or never come together, and they're wondering why. I don't understand. I do all this other stuff. Because you did not address that one thing. Fix that one thing. Treat that person with some respect. Acknowledge their presence. Stop with the secret relationships with people you ain't got no business running around with. Stop that. Once you address and stop that and stop the behaviors associated with that, and some of you have some reasons deep down due to some trauma or abuse as a child as to why you're acting this way. Once you address that, then everything else, all the other shit that you're dealing with right now will melt away, I'm telling you. Because I had to do it. There were certain ways that I was behaving and everything else, and until I was in a position where I had no choice but to address the reasons why and the sources for the reason why, everything's starting to open up in my life. A lot of the things that I struggled with in my life started to just disappear. But y'all sitting up there trying to go around the block when what you need is sitting right in front of your face. Deal with that. You're trying to substitute one thing for another. You can't. And some of y'all are going to keep on doing it and keep on doing it until it's your turn to feel how that person felt. And that's going to be the ultimate punishment right there. Excuse me, Spirit, I can't even talk. I got too many thoughts going through my head. Please pardon me. That happens sometimes, people. Some of you are going to be on your deathbed, sitting up there lonely, looking for the same people that you know you didn't treat right to come take care of your ass, and they're not going to be with us physically, or they're not going to be able to do it because of other commitments, because they moved on with their life and gave up on your ass, or for other reasons, economic, whatever it is. They're not going to be able to cater to you, and you're going to die without that person's acknowledgement, without that person's presence, without that person's forgiveness, without a goodbye. You're going to die that way. Because you never fixed it. I mean, that's the ultimate form of denial as far as I'm concerned. When you are in any situation, not just people, it could be places or things. If you have that one issue that was unresolved and you know it needs to be resolved head on, and you out here doing all these other things to overcompensate for what you really need to take care of, guess what? It's going to come back and bite you in the ass one way or the other. It's going to come back and get you. And I'm sorry to say that. That's a hard pill to swallow. Because most of the time when it comes back and gets you, you are not prepared to deal with it. I hear people say this stupid thing all the time, and I think it's so dumb. I had, when they're asked about a problem or a situation, how they're going to deal with it, their excuses. Well, I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. When it's time for you to cross that bridge going to be washed out. Your ass ain't going to be able to go nowhere because there ain't going to be no bridge. And that's going to be purposefully so. Because you've had opportunity day after day after day after day after day after day after day to try to fix that one thing, but you didn't do it. You didn't do it out of fear. You didn't do it because you didn't have the knowledge. You didn't do it because you didn't have the courage to deal with the lack of fear or lack of knowledge. You didn't have it and didn't want it. Maybe some of y'all didn't want it at the time. Blaming it on situations and things. I don't know. But I just say this to say this. If you are someone's little hidden secret or whatever the case may be, and some of you are probably so warped to think that it's funny and it's cute, one day you're going to want somebody really, really bad to be a part of your life, to be a partner. And you're going to feel the hurt and pain of it. You're not going to get that true love. Because you have put out this energy for so long that you're a secret, that when it's time to be taken seriously, there's going to be nobody around. And for those of you that are doing this, well, your time is coming. That's all I'm saying. I know this seems a little convoluted, but those of you who this affects, you know who I'm talking about. You weren't created by the Creator so you could be hidden somewhere. If that's the case, the Creator wouldn't even created you. And that's the truth. Because we all have a purpose and we all have a light. How long you going to keep your light dim just to please somebody on two legs that's only known you for 2 seconds and don't even halfway care about you? It needs to stop. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go because I got to get ready to get out of here. Peace to you all.